side. So now my right, perfect. Sorry, everybody, I just need to record. So starting on the other side, same thing happens. I look down 90 degrees at my front leg, 90 at the ankle, the knee, the hip, same thing on the back leg, okay? This is a tough one for me. Boy, do I feel it right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, again, lift up my hands, reach them forward, give everybody a thumbs up because that helps elevate my chest. And I'm just gonna take a breath in and out through my nose. I wanna think about my air going into that side. I wanna expand that area. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. From here, what's gonna happen? We're gonna lean back. Okay, I'm gonna pretend my heels are glued on the ground. Sorry, I'm wearing black shoes with a black mat and I apologize about that, and a black shirt. So from here, my heels get lifted up or my toes get lifted up. I'm gonna do the same thing, go back down to the 90-90 on my left side. Then I'm gonna bring and lift and I'm gonna go on my right side. Okay, if you're really feeling advanced, you could take your hands off the ground, like maybe you put them behind your head. Same thing, I'll go up and over, up and over. We can make it harder by potentially bringing up your hips as you come back down. I promise this is not yoga. There will be a workout. Good, we're just gonna do that 2 times. Nice. So because I'm a little bit on the lazy side, I'd like to make sure we do all of our ground-based stuff first, because why get up and then down and then up and then down? So we're gonna be on our hands and knees. Okay, so from that position, you're gonna slowly get to those hands and knees. We're gonna do our traditional cat camel. So kind of what people think is it's all about the rounding of our back. Yes, there is rounding, and that's totally okay. We don't have any load on there. You're gonna tuck your toes. Okay, from here, I'm gonna stick my butt out, like a J-Lo butt. Then I'm gonna tuck those pockets or my back pockets to my kneecaps. So I tuck them away. Because my hips rotate down, I round my back. The movement happens at the hips. That's where the wheel is, right? So when I tilt my hips forward or I anteriorly pelvic tilt, my back arches. When I tuck, movement at the hips, we round. So we're gonna try to get 10 where you really extend and then you bring that chin into that belly button. And then we really extend and then chin to belly button. Again, the movement is happening at my hip. I'm not rounding. The rounding is a result of my hips. Good. We're just gonna try to get about 10 of them. Again, if you have low back pain, you sit all day, you're not as active as you would like to be. This is a great way to kind of get those hips moving. Motion is lotion, especially in our spine. All right, again, staying on the lazy train, we're gonna do all of our stuff on the ground that we can, especially early on here. So we're gonna do a thoracic spine rotation. Another great exercise is if you're a chronic sitter or texer or computer or any of the other ERs that keep us from doing movement. So in this hands and knees position, I'm gonna take my right hand, it's gonna go on the back of my head. My elbow is now my leader. My elbow is gonna dip through what I call thread the needle, and I'm gonna open up really wide. Eyes are gonna follow that elbow. So I always like to say bonus points if your eyes follow the elbow for the whole time. Okay, we're just gonna do 5 reps. Eyes follow the elbow. You maybe feel that in your upper back, because I know I do. I guess if you really want to make it more challenging, try to imagine you have a glass of water on your low back. So those hips don't move at all. They're locked in. Open, 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 and then come all the way back in. Good. So one more time here. So now we'll take that left hand back ahead, take that elbow, slide it all the way through, and we open up really wide. Good. Right, we want to get that stretch. If you sat all day today, this maybe is a little bit tight, but combine our first 4 exercises and you probably feel a little bit better. I'm hoping you do. Good. So here's number 4, and I got one more. And 5. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and stand up. Yeah, we got a little bit, we're gonna keep working on our hips, kind of work up the chain a little bit, standing up, get some plyometrics in. So next exercise is what's called a lateral lunge. So I'll stand back a little bit so you can see. So my feet are gonna be spread out nice and wide, okay, at least wider than your shoulders. I like to say if I put my arms out, they wanna be at maybe where my wrists are, okay? So my feet are nice and wide. From here, it's my job of my butt to touch my heel, which I know you think is absolutely crazy. So from a side view, my butt shifts back keeping my left leg straight, and then I'm gonna stand up. So from a front view, butt shifts back, keeping my left leg straight as I shift into this hip. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back up, right? The reason why we reach is it helps avoid me looking like this. I wanna keep my chest proud. You're gonna see my muzzy, you're gonna see my shirt the whole time. That keeps my chest up, our ribs stacked above our hips. Good, we're just gonna do 5 of these. Sit into that hip. If you can only go here, that's okay. Next time, next rep, try to go a little bit more, right? If you're loosey-goosey and you can go all the way down, that's okay too. Don't feel like, you find your rhythm. Okay, same thing on the other side now. So now my left leg is my mover, my right leg stays straight like it's in a cast. I sit back into my hip, stand up nice and tall. Nice job. Who do I see here? I see Joshua. Let's go, Joshua. There we go. Brett's got it down. See some of you Amgen folks crushing it. Welcome aboard. Good. Once you've done 5, shake those legs out. Whew. Now we're gonna put it together. So we're gonna do what's called a body weight squat. I know it seems simple, but we gotta get there. Feet are under hips, under shoulders, okay? They're just kind of below you, right? You don't wanna be really too far out. I wanna be in like a normal stance. From here, my job on my butt is to descend straight down. We don't wanna send it that way. I wanna send it straight down, okay? So with my hands in front, thumbs towards the stars, I'm gonna sit down, okay? We're gonna take our time. I'm gonna keep that chest nice and proud. And then I'm just gonna stand up. Okay, so again, hands forward. That keeps our chest proud. We're sitting down, sitting down, sitting down. And then we stand back up, okay? So now we're just gonna pause at the bottom. I wanna count to 10. So your job is to get to this position and we're gonna hang on for dear life. Here we go. Ready, and down we go. Take our time. We get to this 90 degrees or maybe a little bit higher or lower, and we're just gonna hang on for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we stand up nice and tall. Kind of shake out those legs. Maybe you feel it a little bit more than before. All right, so again, we're playing our cards. We're gonna drop our hands down like so. So I want you to get in a position that looks like me. There we go. Yeah, so keep those legs spread. From here, left hand is like someone glued it to the ground. Right hand sweeps up. Again, eyes follow the hands. Spirit fingers at the top. Then we come all the way back down. So now my left hand sweeps up. We come all the way back down. We're just gonna do 3 on each side. Sit into those adductors, get some thoracic rotation, get some cervical rotation. Take a few breaths in and out of the nose. Just 3 on each side, opening up. Good. Nice. All right, time to get a few little movement in. We're gonna do what are called lateral hops. Something that our athletes, or at least my athletes, are doing is we're trending into what's called frontal plane movement, which is a big term, but blah. It's just moving side to side while kind of facing forward. So all that's gonna happen, again, black shoe on black mat, I apologize. All you're gonna do is you're gonna load on one leg, I'm gonna hop over, and I'm gonna stick. And I'm gonna hop over, and I'm gonna stick. If you live on a second floor, who cares about the people below you? Just go. But yeah, so just make sure you try to load and land like a ninja. I like to say nice and silent. Our goal is to get 20 reps total. Jumping up, stick. Jumping up, stick. Don't worry about height. Don't worry about distance. Worry about landing like a silent ninja. Okay? You shouldn't hear it. I shouldn't hear it. Nobody should hear it. We're just sticking that landing. I want you to load into those hips like we just worked on. Stick it and load. Jump, stick, load. Good. Good. If you really want to make it harder, go a little bit quicker. Again, you're nice and quiet. We're just getting 20 total, whatever that looks like. Loading, loading, loading. Good. Loading. Nice. Take a breather, catch your breath. It's time to make it just a little bit harder. From here, I want you to think that there's an imaginary, maybe crack or ravine or river or lake or ocean or whatever you want. Your job is now taking 2 feet and you're gonna laterally jump over and you're gonna stick that landing. We're gonna hold it for 1, 2, okay? And I jump back over 2 feet, same thing, same premise. Is it quiet? Is your chest up? Are you breathing heavy, breathing soft? Just kind of, if you're not a big jumper, feel free to step. Totally cool. Yeah, we're just sticking that landing. We got 10 of them. So that's 4 together as 1. Not so much height. I'm working on decelerating. Can I land soft? Can I be powerful up and really soft on the way back down? Can I show control? Loading. Good. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Last but not least, 10. Excellent. So from here, I'm going to give you about 45 seconds, 50 seconds to grab some water. Okay. Make sure you have it readily available. Make sure it's ready to rock and roll. We're going to dive into our workout. Whew. I'm heavy breathing. Oh. All right. I see Crystal drinking water. I see Brett drinking water. Saw Kyle drinking water. Joshua, let's see your water. I see Bob. I saw him have some water. All right. How we doing? Okay, everybody? Good? Yeah, good. Good. All right, so while we take that breather and let everybody kind of filter in and do what they need to do, we got 5 different exercises and they all kind of work together. They all kind of move together. First exercise is just jumping jacks. So I want to elevate our heart rate. We don't have a ton of time, so it's important for us to really elevate our heart rate, and we're going to try to keep that heart rate nice and high. So how I find this works best is we're just going to go through it, and I'll give you time to do the exercises. I'll give you time I'll show you the modifications. If there is an issue, I want you to look at Quincy, who's on this call. Quincy is going to kind of be my secondary guy. So what I'll say is, hey, Quincy, can you do this? So when we're doing our body weight squats, I'm going to have Quincy squat to a couch or a chair, some form of element. You don't need to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm asking you to stay in your lane. Okay, if squatting hurts your knees, let's find a better option. Maybe it's squatting to a couch or a chair or a bed or a box, or maybe it's reverse lunges or some form of way to load what we want to load. And I'll try to explain things as we go. So first exercise is going to be jumping jacks. Second exercise, we're going to tap into our body weight squats. That's where Quincy is going to kind of be our alternative. He is going to show the squat to a couch or a bench or a chair. Next is what's called an eccentric push-up. I'll show you that. I don't allow push-ups on the knees. If you're not a big push-upper and push-ups are really hard for you, I have a kind of a way to help that. First comes first is we're going to elevate our surface, right? So it's using a couch or a bed or a chair or something that brings the surface up. Second is a little hip movement. And then third is one of my favorite, it's called an inchworm. And you get really close to the ground and it's really not fun, but we are really going to have a good time doing it. So I'm excited about it. But without further ado, let's kind of get going. So first exercise, we got 15 jumping jacks. So how this looks is traditional, normal jumping jack. If you can't do a jumping jack or they hurt you, you can do step jacks. That's another really good option. Or you can just use your arms, or you could just use your legs. Okay, so there's tons of options, but either way, we got 15 and 3, 2, 1, let's go. 15 jumping jacks. Take your time. It's not a rush. Just move and groove. Motion is lotion. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Second exercise is 10 body weight squats. So again, same as warm up. I'm going to squat down, okay, and stand back up. If you need a couch or a bench or any sort of implement, you can sit on that, take a breather, and then stand up. That's a great option, okay? It's like sitting down on a chair or a toilet. Same thing applies. Here we go. We got 10 of them. I'll show you from the side. So we're down and then up for 1, okay? Down, up 2, down 3, down. It doesn't really matter how deep you go. Just keep moving. So 4, 5, 6, good. Squatting down. 7, maybe you feel it in your hips. Maybe you feel it in your legs. 8, 9, and 10. Remember, keep breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, next exercise is what I call eccentric push-ups. If you're a ground push-up, I'll go through 3 different versions really quickly. If you're on the ground, cool, okay? Elbows have to go back like a triangle. The elbows should line to your back of your head. We don't want our elbows coming out. I want them going back, okay? I stand my foot out and you're down and up. If you're not a floor person, think about my bar right here as the couch cushions or the bed or a chair. I'm gonna bring the surface up, hands go on that implement, same thing applies. I push up, down, and I return. Push up, down, okay? If you can get it really high, that's also an option too. How this is gonna work is you're gonna go 5 seconds on the way down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, you're gonna drop your knees and then you're just gonna stand back up and then you're gonna repeat. We get ourselves reset. If you're on the ground, same thing, 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop my belly and my head, say, coach, this is crazy. And then I push myself back up and then I get myself kind of set again. So I don't require you to push back up. I just require you to lower with control. That's gonna build us our strength. That's gonna give us what we want to get us to become more efficient, more practical, and stronger individuals, right? There's nothing wrong with getting strong. So we got 5 reps. Elevate your surfaces. Don't use your knees. Work on that control. Also, one thing I do notice is you don't need a crash landing, okay? If you were an airplane, you don't want to scare everybody. So it's not a all the way down type of an ordeal. Try to lower with control as best you can, okay? Here we go. I'll show you an elevated surface and we'll go from there. 5 reps, 5 seconds on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I drop my knees. I stand back up. I reset. Here we go again for rep number 2. 1, 2, you got it. And 5. Drop my knees. Make sure it's nice and slow. Count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, Mississippi, 4, Mississippi, 5, Mississippi, or whatever you want to use. I heard 1 max is cool, 2 max is cool, 3 max is cool, also works as well. So I'll leave it up to you. Drop those knees, stand back up, right? I'll do my last 2 on the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, reset, good. Last rep. And 5, awesome. All right, next exercise is a little bit of a kind of a fun one, something different. But we're gonna work on sitting in our hip. It works to what's called a single leg RDL. Step number 1, I'm gonna hug my knee. Work on that balance. Up. Step number 2, I'm gonna try to look like Superman on one leg. So this left leg stays glued to the ground. My right leg reaches back. I try to touch whatever's in front of me. And then I come all the way back and I stand up. I'm gonna alternate to the other leg. I'm gonna hug my knee. And then I'm gonna extend my leg as far back, like I'm flying like Superman. Whoop. Okay, so now we're gonna switch sides. Hug that knee. I want you to feel your hamstring, right? That's behind your leg as I reach forward. So my butt goes backwards too, my leg goes backwards. I feel that hamstring right here as I reach. For 3, so we got 10 total. Reach, 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 reach. For 4, there we go, big hug. Reach up. It's okay if you lose your balance. 5, so that's halfway. 6, if you need to hold on to something, that's okay too. I hug, and I can reach as well, okay? There are options. We try to find different ways to accommodate absolutely everybody. Okay, if this is causing pain, you could do slight knee bend, reach forward, and then come back. That's also an option as well. That's where we started in HLC. That's where we're going. Good. Hug and reach. Awesome. So that concludes for 10. Next up is a fan favorite, a number 1. Probably the best exercise. I love it because it's awful. So how this works is I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna touch the ground with my hands. It's okay to bend your knees. I'm not flexible, so I understand. From here, I'm gonna inch my hands out as far as I can go. Keep inching them out as far as you can go. From here, I'm gonna inch my toes up, making a triangle to a square to whatever. Once you get far enough, you can't go any farther, we stand up, take a couple steps back, and we do it again. We just have 2 of these. So I walk my hands out as far as I can. I feel my abs, I feel my arms, I feel my shoulders. Now I'm starting to feel my calves, my legs, everything I don't want to feel. Good. From here, we stand up, catch our breath, and we take a breather. My timer started. I'm going to get going again in 60 seconds. So in these 60 seconds, it's your job to 1, breathe in and out through your nose, not your mouth. 2, grab a sip of water, right? Something liquid that's not sugary, soda, Gatorade, those type of things. Try to find water, or my new favorite, bubbly water, or I don't know, more water. And number 3, try to smile. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. I give this kind of a platform if you have any questions, any whys, any of the things Brandon talked about, how this fits in. Now would be the time to ask because we have 30 seconds and then we're just going to do it all over again, but I'm just going to go a little bit quicker. Now I know that you know what we're doing. Yeah, what's up? Adam, I haven't seen you in so long, dude. Huh? I know. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, nice, buddy. All right, so 5 more seconds. We're getting ourselves set. We're going to start with our 15 jumping jacks. We're going to keep that heart rate up. That's the goal, is can I get my heart rate up? Can I keep it up? So we're getting some cardiovascular response from what we're doing here tonight. So without further ado, here we go. All right, 15 jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 15 of them. Nice. I hear some of them. Keep it going. 11, 12, 13. Good. Once you got 15, we're into 10 squats. Okay, these are called body weight squats. If you're getting knee pain, I will recommend one thing. You probably won't be able to see because they're black, but I have little tiny plates. You can use, I guess I have wood too, but I'm going to put my heels on those plates. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to sit down, stand up. You can use wedge blocks, heels, pieces of wood, something that doesn't slip. So we got 10 reps, 2, 3, good, 4, 5. Remember the logo, the everything stays in front of you. You can all see my logo. At no point am I squatting like this. Okay, we're keeping ourselves nice and proud. I'm breathing in on the way down, out on the way back up. Nice. 2 more for me. 9. And I'm rocking on the 10. Good. From here, we're into our push-ups again. Try to elevate your surface. If it's hard on the ground, I'm going to try to do all 5 on the ground, right? Because we're strong. Here we go. Some of our upper body pushing has to be push-ups. So here we go. 5 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop to your belly. Say a small prayer. And then come back up. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down, be like, oh, Coach Max, you're killing me. And then push yourself kind of back up into what I call the downward dog. So I'll adjust just so we all can see. So again, from the side view, remember, elbows travel back, not out. 5, drop your belly, kind of push back up, and I get back in my position. So here's number 4. Last but not least, number 5. Good. From here, I'm taking a, I need a camera person. That's what I need. Take an application starting on Monday. So knee hug, reach, and you come back up. The camera position, there'll be free lunches. You're 10 minutes from the beach. Knee hug and reach. and stand back up for 2. I'm gonna do the same leg, all 5, and then I'll switch. So left leg's knee hugged, reach forward, stand, come back up for 3. For 4, last but not least, big knee hug. And then reach, good. Same thing on the other side. Big knee hug. And reach. Up. Big knee hug. And reach, good. Up, I'm losing my balance. I'm also human. Big knee hug. Big reach. Remember, we're trying to push our heel or our toe, whichever you choose. I prefer your heel because you can get more hamstring. And my fingertips as far as possible. And I stand back up. You guys got me sweating. All right, into our inchworms. We got 2 of them. Last but not least, Charlize's favorite. Hands down. Gonna inch our way forward as far as you can go. I'm gonna try to go out of camera. Nope. I'm just gonna inch my feet up as far as I can. Notice how I'm just inching, inch by inch by inch. Then I step through. I'm halfway done. Same thing again. All the way down, hands down. Lock those hands out. Inch, 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 inch. And that's 2 done. And we start our minute break. So in these minute breaks, you ask the questions, or you grab the water, or you take care of yourself. Okay, in and out through the nose. Because next round, I'm just gonna move a little bit quicker, right? You know what you're doing, you know some of the cues, you know what to look for. So I'm just gonna kind of drop the microphone and get to work a little bit.
Great workout. Thanks, coach.
Of course.
Way to go, athletes. Woohoo!
Coach Max,
All right.
I'm a good athlete, Coach Max. I'm a warrior. I'm an athlete.
I know you are. You're a good athlete too, I heard. Brett, how's it going? Good. Good. Are you in the weight vest today? 1 thumb if you're in the weight vest, 2 thumbs if you're not. Oh yeah, you are in one. Yeah, cool. Cool. All right, that gives us our 10-second warning. We're gonna straddle up for 15 jumping jacks and work our way down. That's 15 jumping jacks, that's 10 squats, that's 5 push-ups, five single leg RDLs per side, and then 2 inchworms. If you wanna go ahead of me, that's okay. If you fall behind, that's okay. You work at your pace. You're not working at my pace, okay? I'm just driving the train, right? Make sure you are working at the pace that you wanna, or that you feel the most comfortable. If you can't keep up, that's totally cool. And I support you in that as well. So either way, here we go. We got our 15 jumping jacks. Ready in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, speed it up just a little bit. How high can your heart rate get? Good. I'm not even gonna move. I'm just gonna hop right into my squats. Squat down for 10 and up. 1, 2. Nice job, athletes and engine employees. You guys are crushing it too. Yikes, I gotta keep up. 8, 9, and that's 10. All right, so I'm gonna hop on my kind of elevated surface push-up. I'm gonna do my same 5 seconds down. Drop my knees or bring my feet up, and I get back set as fast as I can, right? All we care about is that those elbows travel back. Maybe you're feeling your abs. If you wanna make this into a core workout, okay? Don't stick your butt out. Try to bring your front pockets to your belly button. So I'm contracting, or I'm posterior to the pelvic tilting, feeling my abs, and I'm keeping those abs as I go down in my push-up. I'll lose them for a bit, and then I reset, all right? We keep those abs. Good. If you're looking for more of a challenge, maybe do 6 or 7 reps, add to it. Try to keep the time the same. So you're just moving a little bit quicker. All right, from here, we're into our single leg RDLs with that knee hug. So big knee hug. I'm gonna move at the hip. I'm gonna extend and I'm gonna reach without losing balance. Again, if you need to, feel free to use something to extend and help. Knee hug and reach, okay? Knee hug and really reach. We wanna focus on sitting into that hip. So as I knee hug, I'm gonna send that knee all the way back or that leg all the way back as I reach forward. But notice where all my stability is happening. Here in this leg and this hip, you see my quad turn on. If you're behind me, you see my hamstring, everything's working, okay? I'm gonna switch sides, same thing. Reach, 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 reach forward like Superman, like I'm flying. If you wanna make it harder, you don't touch the ground with that other leg. You just go from this position right into the knee hug. When you return. This is 4. And last but not least, this is 5. Awesome. All right, into our inchworms. So hands down, hands touch the ground. We're gonna walk ourselves forward as far as you can go. We're gonna inch ourselves up. Good. I'm gonna stand back. We'll do the same thing. All the way down, inch our hands forward. Good. And inch our legs up. Awesome. All right. Let everybody finish. That kind of concludes 3 rounds. We're going to start our cool down. So what that looks like here with HLC, with SOSC, is we start for 1 minute just walking around. Okay. There is no catch to it. My job is to walk around. My job as the mover is to get my heart rate from up here, and I want to bring it all the way down. Okay. We have to now start thinking about how can we recover from our movements? How can we recover from our workouts? Do I need to replenish my water? Do I need to eat well tonight? How do I prepare to rest and digest? Am I going to go to bed early? Right? This is the time where you start thinking, how can I help mom, dad, grandma, grandpa? How can I make sure that the house is clean? Do I need to vacuum? Do I need to sweep? Stuff like that. So we got a minute of walking. I always like to tell the athletes, try walking backwards too. When do you get a chance to walk backwards? Very few and far between. I go in a circle. Same thing as walking. Maybe you walk to the side. Maybe you cross over. Maybe you really like crossing over. You're a hockey player. Cross over. Just kind of move and groove. Anyway, we got 15 more seconds of just walking around, breathing through the nose. If I wasn't leading this, you wouldn't even hear me talking. I'd just be breathing. Fastest way to get our heart rate down is to breathe in and out through the nose in a controlled manner. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. That's what research will tell us. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Whew. All right, so cool down is kind of, can we take what we just did with our workout and can we kind of get those muscles moving towards a recovery straight? And this is our time to do our long holded stretches. If we stretch like our, what's called static stretching, like our nice long holds before our workout, we technically are decreasing our availability to power. You're going to perform not as well. You're not going to have as much power is what research will tell us if you do your static stretching before. But after, right, we could create some lengthening in our tissues and our muscles, and it might feel good. So first things first, we're going to start on our knee. I'm going to bring my hands forward like I'm praying. They're kind of like praying, but their hands are forward. Okay, from here, my right hand is going to rotate all the way around as far as you can go. You know you've gone too far when this knee starts to cave in. So if you watch me, I'll go all the way here. Look at how my knee goes in, right? That's too far for me. So I just need to keep my knee strong, and I only need to go right here. And that's totally cool. And I come back. Every time we do this, I just want to kind of push that limit just a smidge. Okay? It's easier if your eyes follow your fingers the whole way. You might get a little bit more rotation. Okay, we're just going to try for 5. Right, notice how we do a lot of kind of upper back rotation stretches. Maybe that's a secret that we spend too much time sitting. So left leg gets put up, hands get in that prayer position, right hand is frozen, left hand rotates back. And we come back down. Good. Nice. We just want to rotate and move. Feel the stretch. I'm getting a lot in my shoulder. So that means as I'm going, I'm going to take a big breath out. Try to get some air out of my body. Try to kind of create the room for the muscles and the bones to get in the positions I'm asking them to. Good. From here, I'm again a little bit lazy. So what we have is we're going to kind of stretch that adductor. We use it in our squats. We use it in our RDLs, or that knee hug to the ad extension. We definitely use it in the jumping jack. So in this single leg or half kneeling position, I'm going to take my left elbow on my left leg, and I want to bring it down as far as I can. Okay, so I'm going to try to bring it down to the ground. Well, I got about 2 fists worth to go, but I'm going to, again, feel that stretch happening. I'm sitting into my hip. I'm getting that groin. You're just going to hold it there, and I want you to breathe in and out through your nose. How many breaths does it take for you to let that kind of stretch go, to feel like you can go a little bit further without creating an injury or pain or discomfort? Good. From here, we're going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Right leg's up, hand drops down, right hand drops. If you really want to make it more challenging, right, you could drop the elbow as far as you can, then you rotate up, right? It's a great way to build into it. Elbow down, rotate up, right? But if you don't want to do that, that's cool. Just sitting into that hip, get that adductor stretching. I'm just going to hold it. Awesome. All right, from here, we're on the ground. Best you can, you're going to kind of spread those legs. You're just going to reach forward as far as you can go. Don't worry about rounding. It's totally okay on your back. We're just going to kind of stretch, just get things moving. This will be our last stretch. From here, once you feel a good stretch, right, maybe you need to spread your legs out really far and really stretch forward. Okay, from here, I'm going to try to, keeping my legs spread, I'm going to shift to that left side or right side. Shift as far as you can forward. It's kind of what we often forget is I want to pin my other leg, that heel down. Heel goes down as I stretch. That's going to turn on my right quad, and it gives me, right, I get what's called an antagonist contraction from my left side. So I'm going to move over here. Feel a good stretch. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to pin my left heel down and actively push it down. I'm just going to move over to that right side. Feel a good stretch. Hang on to my toe if I can. Oh, I feel a lot of my calf. It's like, hey, buddy, how's it going? Awesome. So now I kind of give you a minute or so to kind of do an exercise that, or a stretch that you feel to be comfortable, something to kind of end the night on a really good note, and a stretch or an exercise or some movement that you're like, yeah, that felt great. Outside of that, I don't really have anything else planned per se. I just am very thankful that you all, including the athletes and all the employees, showed up tonight. So thank you guys. I'm not sure, Brandon, if you have anything.
Yeah, well, first off, how about a big hand for Coach Max tonight? Thank you for leading an awesome workout. Thank you for everyone showing up. Just a quick recap. I know a few people joined in late. If you'd like to take part in the goal setting challenge for the month of November, which athletes will receive an incentive at the end, please email me.
I'm gonna make sure I get some good. I get some good Coach Max in November at the end. I get some good.
Adam, join in on the goal setting. Adam, join in on the goal setting. I think
So just put
you'll
my
love it.
email in the chat if you'd like to.
My email in my
haven't
chat,
done
please.
so,
My email
please
in my chat,
email
Coach
me.
Max. Just send to my mom, please. My chat, please, Coach Max. Send to my mom.
You got it,
Awesome.
Adam. You got it, man.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming tonight, everyone.